This is the Why the Hell podcast with Ty and Ken. And we are proud to say we are brought to you by thegamingcorner.org.
All right. So, guys, welcome to our cooking show. Ken, but not Kaneki Ken. Today on, the cooking show with Ken and Ty, I have a special surprise to open up the show. So, I went to Walmart this week and I bought this cereal. If anyone has ever lived in the hood or walked into any convenience store in the early 2000s, late 90s, you've gotten a Cosmic Brownie or some type of Little Debbie snack, right? So you're very familiar with these. These in the hood you would have been pushing packs. You know what I mean? You would have been the Elon Musk of these if you created these back in the day. Shout out Little Debbie. So I was like, yo, as soon as I seen it, gotta have it. Not a big cereal guy, whatever. I bought it. I tried it. Here's my honest review. That shit trash. That shit buns. That shit tastes like Oreo cereal. And if you ever had Oreo cereal, it's like I got a surprise. We're gonna do this right. You know what I mean? For my old school peoples out there. So what I did, Stop and Shop, and I got a box of Cosmic Brownies. So to start off the show, I'm gonna make my own Cosmic Brownie cereal right here, and I'm gonna eat a couple of spoonfuls for you guys because I did this for y'all. Kenny, I'm gonna need you to talk me through the process of making this. How would you create this creation if this was you?
If this was me, I would take the time, right? I'd unwrap the brownies. I'd unwrap, what is it? 4 or 6 per pack? Is it per box?
Yeah, but I'm only gonna open one because I'm not really that hungry.
Sounds good. So you got, I'm assuming you have a butter knife readily accessible to you. Do you not?
I got a Costco Faberware knife.
Perfect. That'll work.
Shout out.
So I'm gonna need you, right? Because you're not too hungry. So this is just a quick little thing. I'm gonna need you to cut that into eighths. So you're gonna cut it into 4 sections and then cut those in half.
All right, so I cut it into 10. So we got 10 pieces. How about that?
That sounds perfect.
We got 10 pieces. And what I'm going to do is, hold on, I'm going to pick back up the cereal. Now, I'm comparing this to what's in the cereal box. And I get it. You can't serve these. You know what I mean? These are moist things you're not supposed to have in cereal. But now, fuck that. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. Let me show y'all what these look like. Where's my camera at? You see these? This is what we look. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's not Cosmic Brownie, man.
Bro, that's fucking hydrogenated poop right there, bro. So what we're gonna do is I had oatmeal in this, so it's a little dirty, but whatever. I'm gonna put this Cosmic Brownie up in here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're not gonna do nothing else to it. We're gonna put this Friendly Farms, because I'm a friendly motherfucker, almond milk up in here.
Is it sweet or unsweetened?
It's unsweetened. You can't buy the sweetened one unless you're not eating anything else in life. All right. You ready?
I'm ready. Tell me how
unless
this
you
goes.
make smoothies or whatnot, but I'm a thug. I get my shit original. All right. Tell me the difference here with actual Cosmic Brownies thrown in, chopped up, with your almond milk. Mm-hmm. Yo, body is not much different from taste. But from a texture perspective, oh my god, anything soft in milk is great. It's like dunking cookies or a brownie into a cup of milk late at night.
Well, that is a Cosmic Brownie, so you're right on the dot with that one.
And what I'll do is I'll dump these little pebbles in here and see how the pebbles compare. All right, maybe they're a lot more similar than what I thought. My fault, Little Debbie. I'm gonna need y'all to watch the segment of this video because I kind of disparaged you, but I'll come back around on it. But just know I'm not buying this shit again. Okay. We can start the show now. I'm ready.
All right. And that is the intro to episode 4. And today's topic while Ty, cleans up his area, gets his stuff in order. Episode 4, as the title of the episode says it, the 3 main logistics to setting up a sex party. Not the sex, not what goes on in the sex party, pre-sex party and how you end it.
Deadass. We got some nasty motherfuckers out there, including us. But we had this conversation a while back on Xbox, and we don't ever think about the logistics of a sex party. It's always just like, where can I stick my dick, or where can I put it leg? But there's a lot of build up, and there's a lot of build down, for lack of a better term, to a sex party. So we wanted to kind of talk about that. Sweet.
But before we jump into that, we got a lot of housekeeping to do, right?
Oh shit. Usually happens on Sundays, but I'm ready.
Right? So I wanna lead off, right? Because I want to get this off my chest right away. At some point in time while I'm talking, we're gonna cue my man's dancing salsa, right? Because instead of being ready and prepared for this playoff series, he was out here dancing salsa and Mountain Dew commercials. Your boy, the king, LeBron James.
Oh my God.
Talk to me, Ty. Talk to me. Your boy got bounced out of the playoffs. Him and Anthony Street Clothes Davis. How you feel about that?
Mm-hmm.
And let's not talk about Dennis. I played 29 minutes and scored 0 points. Schroeder.
So listen, LeBron has ran ruckshot across the NBA for the past 10 seasons. Not 10 seasons. I'm sorry. 16, for the past 10 seasons, I know he's been in the league for about 16 years. But whatever, for the past 10 seasons, from 2010 to now, he's been in almost, 7 of the fucking finals, 8 of the finals, whatever. This motherfucker has just owned the league in every type of way. I don't want to hear it. So if this motherfucker wants to do, I don't mean to call him motherfucker, but if LeBron wants to go out and do a Mountain Dew commercial, let him do it. If LeBron wants to go out and do the General commercial, probably be better than Shaq's. If he wants to go out and do a Meow Mix commercial with him and Little Bronny, I'm here for it. He's deserved to do whatever he wants. So this man finally, after winning a championship for the same trash ass Lakers who couldn't win one, a few seasons, and since Kobe before,
simmer down.
It gets bounced out. He gets bounced out by an up and coming, much healthier, much fucking better talented Phoenix team. Now everyone wants to take this chance to down LeBron and act like LeBron hasn't been the best player or the second best player in NBA history. Fuck out of my face with that.
Not the same trash Lakers team that Kobe had. Let's point that out. Let's tell the whole story. LeBron arrived. They started tailoring this team around LeBron. Okay. So he got the players he wanted.
I didn't mean the same trash team. I didn't mean the same trash team. But I'm saying it's been the same mediocrity fucking Lakers team. Then LeBron comes, raises them up, and then they get bounced in the first round after him and AD have been injured all season. And this man is 36 years old. I repeat, 36 fucking years old, still one of the best players in the league. Get off my fucking lawn.
Listen, all I'm saying, he got little salsa right on out of the crib in the Staples Center. They're like, get the fuck out of here. Okay? So, as I say, I don't want to hear it. Let Queen leaving game 5 while getting blown out by 30 with 4 or 5 minutes left in the game still. Going back to the locker room, go get ready for his red carpet review of him in the Toon Squad getting tuned up by the Monstars Part 2. Okay?
This guy's serious. So what it is you and your fucking minions of trolls around the world fucking live for small moments like this. These small fucking victories, when they do come, these 1 out of fucking 100 times, you guys just sit there and you wait and you take every fucking L until you get this one opportunity to just take your fucking pee-pee out and just start pissing on every fucking logical take and go, I told you LeBron ain't shit after 16 fucking seasons of this man whooping ass. I don't want to hear it. You know what? I was gonna wait to the end of the fucking episode, but you got me too stressed out for another fucking surprise. So, in honor of LeBron getting bounced out of the first round, I'ma pop me a Kool-Aid burst. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that celebrating it. I'm just saying, LeBron, I know if you was here, you're a real one. You grew up in the hood for like 5 years. That you would respect these Kool-Aid bursts and what they mean to the struggle. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. I just kind of want to drink one of these. So I'm gonna crack one of these for LeBron, getting bounced out in the first round. Shout out to the purple and gold. Fuck the Lakers.
Listen, you went full on throwback to in this episode.
Call it what it is, Kenny. Full on nigga. I went full on nigga this episode. Just as sugary and tart as I fucking remember.
Oh,
all right, keep going.
You're gonna be feeling it later. You're gonna be hurting.
If I'm sauced because my kidneys fucked up, I'll Kool-Aid.
Oh man. But no. Honestly, right? You know, I as much of a troll as I am. Yes, he's owned this league for God knows how long. I think last time I could remember him not owning the league, I was in high school. That's how long he's been running it, right? But as I love to see it, as much as he's the narrative god, so am I. I tell the stories I want to tell. My man's got bounced out by my boy CP3 and the book, Devin Booker, right quick. All right. So, you know, all I need next is the Hawks to get pieced up and swept real quick by Philly. So that's all I got on the basketball front.
Wait, no. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. So he thought he was about to skate up out here without talking about the fucking Knicks getting this gentleman's sweep.
I got the power of edit. All of this is gone.
That's fine. When the video skips, y'all just know that this motherfucker we're talking about the Knicks. And I'll bring it up later in the show just in case y'all didn't hear that part because he edited that out. But yeah, man, let's talk about this gentleman's sweep, boy. Let's talk about Trey taking that bow. Boy said towel right up on fucking Julius Randle's ass. Y'all Knicks all butthurt. Who's about to take it? Who's about to do this for the city? Where the fuck you at now? Where you at? Because before the series, he was like, "We're gonna beat him in a gentleman's sweep."
I definitely was calling the gentleman's sweep. I didn't think we were gonna sweep them 4 games straight. And I was proven wrong. I was proven, you know, that at the end of the day, we don't have enough on offense. And Julius Randle disappeared in the playoffs. Boy had one of the worst performances of a team star player I think I've seen in recent history. I can't remember who stunk it up worse. Like who you say, oh, that's the star of that team, and then went into the playoffs and put up such an abysmal performance.
So here's why I get annoyed with Knicks fans. It's because y'all got a little bit of success this season. A little bit, right? And y'all had championship aspirations off this minuscule pause, because you were on that shit too.
Nah,
you were on that shit too.
No, I wasn't.
And you were on that same energy. It may not have been championship, but you were on that same fucking wave.
I was on the wave of
the Nets.
No, I knew we get smacked up by the Nets. I don't want the Nets. Did I think we would make it out the first round? I was consistently saying we're at least going second round, and it's a miracle we hit conference finals, right? Okay. But I definitely was on that sugar where I was like, yo, first round, I barely got to watch because this we're making it out. 100%. I was on the bullshit. Right?
All y'all motherfuckers
other brethrens were out here, you know, don't want to name his name, but he was out here calling out the Knicks like, yo, send them. Like, fuck the Hawks. We out of here. We making it to the second round. We might even make it to the conference finals. And if we catch them slipping, we going finals. He was on the sugar booger, you know, the booger sugar. like hearing that, I heard that a couple times on the Xbox Live party, and I was like cringing. I had to mute my mic. I was like, damn, I'm like, he's one of those Knicks fans I got to report, you know? Because it just don't be making sense.
And the whole wave doesn't make any sense. It's because y'all be with this energy when y'all get a little bit of success. But every time shit go down, y'all motherfuckers be acting all sad, like, I ain't really care anyway. Fuck the Knicks. They be like, nah, keep that same energy, homie. Where the fuck you at? Because don't let this motherfucker lie to you. He was in that same party with Ricky, talking that same bullshit from time to time. Ricky was up there. We're going to name his name. Ricky was up there talking crazy, but that's his MO. Ricky says some crazy ass shit. Randall also thinks that Julius Randle's better than Zion Williams. Motherfucker smoking. But you was up in that same party. Y'all motherfuckers was up there. Y'all was about to be the Dominican parade and the championship parade at the same time. Fuck out of here, boy. Get the fuck.
I wasn't on that energy. You need to tell the real story, Ty. Tell the real story. All right? You're making stuff up. You sounded like me right now.
Listen, this ain't a bad.
My man's connection sucks. Not getting, didn't get not one thing you said there, Ty. Your connection fucked up. Oh, lost your video.
You.
Yeah, all right, got you back.
There we go.
Didn't hear a word you said there for like a whole minute.
All I'm saying is that I'm gonna need y'all Knicks fans to keep the same energy. All right, I don't want to hear this. We ain't have this. We ain't have that. Blah blah blah. Because we was trying to talk logic to you throughout the whole season, and y'all didn't want to hear that fucking logic. Y'all thought D Rose was about to turn into this MVP season. Y'all thought Emmanuel Quickly was fucking, about to win Rookie of the Year. And y'all thought fucking Obi Toppin was about to be fucking LeBron out here. And it's not happening. Okay?
Listen.
So relax.
Listen, all I'm going to say is I'm extremely happy from the performances of Emmanuel Quickly. Obi Toppin in the playoffs started showing that, you know what? Give me minutes. Let me keep developing. I can do something, right? Not saying he's going to be LeBron. Not saying he's going to be a superstar. But let this man develop. And can we all appreciate Derrick Rose for what he is? My man has been putting on a clinic for the longest. You know what I mean? He's not MVP Rose no more, right? But he
clinic
is
in what?
He's
a clinic in what?
Listen, you want to know what the clinic is? In perseverance. After all the injuries and moving around teams, Rose has been able to find his way and still make the playoffs with more than one team and be an integral role in those playoff teams. We wouldn't be in the playoffs without Rose.
Oh, so now we're just opening up random clinics. That's what we do here on the podcast? We just open up fucking random clinics.
That's what
give motherfucking participation awards. Man, move on. Let's move on. I can't do this with you. I'm not doing this with you. Not on public airspace.
All right, next topic. Anything on your mind? House cleaning before we move on.
Nah. Again, I always want to give a shout out to whatever views, listeners we got. I know a lot of our shorts are getting some hits. So again, we appreciate that. I understand people are probably going to watch full 42-minute videos, but again, we do this hoping that we get people to laugh with us, and that they can relate to at least a little bit of what we said or what we say. So again, we always want to take time out the podcast to thank any type of views and support that we get, and hope that keeps up and we build some steam.
Sounds perfect. And with that, mi gente, let's jump right on into the top 3 logistics of what should be talked about when planning and trying to set off a successful sex party. What rounds up first thing, Ty? What is something that we have to be taking a look at?
So to start off at a sex party, we got to look at how invitations go out to a sex party. How do you actually set up a sex party? We've done no research for this. This is 100% for laughs. So please, if anyone is going to come in the comments with, that's not how you do it, we don't fucking know. We didn't do any research. It's not that important. Get a life. Laugh a little bit. But yeah, so I'll let you start it off, Kenny. If you were throwing a sex party, how would you go about delivering invitations?
So I feel like my invitation, some way, somehow, needs an RSVP, right? Where you upload a snapshot or a document of you being STD free. I need to know you want to arrive. And I need to know you're not burning nobody at this party.
That's very important, yo. I'm thinking about the actual sex party. Totally forgot about motherfuckers out here. Gotcha. All right.
So, yeah, man, it's one of those things. We understand privacy. Nobody's gonna see your results, but you shouldn't have to worry about your results as long as you're clean. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'd look into whatever program, whether it's by email, like, hey, you have to reply back via email saying, yes, I'm attending, or maybe I might attend. But if you say maybe or yes, you have to reply back with a test result.
So my question is, how do you know who to reach out to? Because like you can't, I feel like you got to reach out to couples or at least females. You can't have a sex party with a bunch of dudes unless that's your intention, because then it becomes a sausage fest, and the sausage fests are never fun. So I feel like you gotta know who to invite. Can you look at your best friend and his girl and be like, "Hey, we're throwing a sex party. Circle yes or no. Email back in a proper amount of time." Because then like it totally throws off the dynamics of your friendship.
Oh, 100%. Because now you definitely can't invite your close friends and their significant others, because it just makes things awkward back in real life. Because the sex party is one of those, Vegas, like what happens here stays here, right? But when you re-enter society that next morning and every day afterwards, you're looking like you just saw your boy's girl get piped down by like 4 dudes, right, back to back. And you're never looking at her the same or him the same, right? Because
he might have crossed swords accidentally. He could have piped your girl down, and then you're looking at him like, damn, I didn't even know you had it like that. And now she asking me like, when are we gonna do this again? And I'm questioning, is that because she fucking with you? But I will say to that, what if your best friend and his girl are also a freak and they want to come, you just don't know this? Then they find out you have a sex party and then get upset you don't invite them.
So that's as I would say, that is a easy fix. If they're mature enough, if a couple's going to a sex party, you're assuming they're mature enough to have to have civil conversations, right? Because there has to, we're talking about invitations. Like, what conversations happen between couples prior to a sex party is a whole nother aspect, right? Like, are you talking to your girl, setting limits? Like, yo, no more than 2 dudes that are not me. Like there's so much, right, that just goes through my head while talking about it. So if they're both agreed that they're trying to go to a sex party and find out you doing one and you didn't invite them and they want to get a little upset, but then don't hear you out, then if they're not willing to hear out why you didn't invite them, right, then it's perfect that you didn't invite them. Because then things would have gotten, they might have been like, yeah, no, it's all good, let's go to a sex party, let's try something new. Things would have gotten real bad at that sex party if they showed no communication skills prior to the sex party. Things would have gotten real bad and ugly. Jimbo would have seen Rachel getting piped out and moaning like she's never moaned with him before, and now Jimbo's her, right? And he's like, Rachel, did you like that better than mine? real bad, ugly mess. People fighting, arguing in the middle of the sex party, killing everybody else's vibe. Everybody else at the sex party, like, yo, who invited them? They're looking at you like, yo, you're an amateur. Like, really, you're inviting people that can't handle sex party? Never again. First and last sex party you set up because you invited Jimbo and Rachel.
Okay, so let's get back to the invitation portion. If you're not inviting your friends to a sex party, let's just say you're not inviting your best friends, or you're not inviting your like next stage of like work friends, whatever. Where do you find people to invite to the sex party where you feel comfortable enough for them to come, but then you also feel comfortable enough that you don't have to see them in a day-to-day? Because you can't just post that out on Facebook and just be like, hey, you look like you are in the sex parties. You want to come?
Yeah, what that part right there, I'm a little struggling with. You know, you don't want to find the creepers from Craigslist who are gonna show up and start collecting people's like excrements and everything like that, and like have little shrines of it that have little shrines of each sex party they've been to. You don't want those weirdos showing up, because they're the ones you're finding on Craigslist, you know, or the ones that might murder a couple people outside the sex party, post sex party, right?
Yeah,
and you want to be careful looking through your emails for email addresses, because last thing you need is sending your boss one, and things are a little like, hey, you know, is this what you do on your free time when you're not out at when you're not at work? And then awkward conversations because, you know, they push further, and then it's to talk with HR, and then you got to explain to HR you by mistake sent the sex party invitation to the boss, and then the boss is asking way too many questions, being real invasive about it. It was a mistake. So that is a tough one. I feel like that one you can't straight up just put out a flyer like on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. I feel like you have to go out in person at like a club or a strip club or something like that, and start inquiring, like ask strippers first, you know, hey, you know, you be into the sex party? Or, you know, go to a club and be like, start asking some of the bartenders and be like, yo, throughout the night, can you start asking questions? Here's a couple bucks. See what you gather. If somebody's like, yo, I'm down for a sex party, you know, slip on the flyer. You make these connections. I feel like that's how, if I had to do it, that's how I do it. You know, try and see if I can know some bartenders who you know, they spend the night talking to while they hand out drinks. So at some point in time, after two drinks, two heavy drinks, you know, you get somebody that'll answer whether or not they're actually honest and down for a sex party. And then boop, there goes a flyer. Here's the discreet email address. You email your RSVP and your proof of STD freeness.
All right. So we got the invitations down. I think we said, you know, email. You kind of use third-party vendors or third-party people to kind of get these invitations out there. So, you know, it's on and popping. You got about, I don't know, 4 different other couples. You're planning a sex party Saturday night. Let's just say 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, whatever. Kids in bed, kids watching, whatever. And everyone's coming over. Sex party's happening.
Whoa. Sex party's happening while kids are in bed in your house?
No. I'm saying like people will put their kids to bed, getting babysitters around 9 o'clock. You know, everything should be fine. Maybe 10 at the latest, right? So okay. You're transitioning, but before the sex party, you know, when people walk in the door, they expect something. I feel like you can't just come in and just it's instant sex. Like there has to be like wine, cheese, or whatever, and that's what we want to talk about next.
Oh, the spread.
What do you serve at a sex party, or do you not serve anything?
You see, this was a big topic of when we had the conversation, because I think this is what spawned the conversation, was because you said you have to have a spread, and I was like, okay, Ty, you're gonna be just handing out barbecue wings to people at a sex party? Just people smudging barbecue fingers into vaginas while they're fingering them? You know, is that what we're doing out here?
So I think in this conversation I told you there is such thing as soap and water. So you don't go from straight eating fucking hot wings to let me fucking finger pop each other's assholes. I I you know, I don't know if again wings are the best option for a sex party. I feel like gut wise, you want to keep your gut as clean and clear as possible. So maybe not even eat, a couple hours before that.
Okay.
Maybe just drink water, stay hydrated. But I think you got to start off with the beverages here, and wine is key. You need some wine. You need something to help people relax. Get the jitters, the second guesses out of their system. You're there at the sex party.
Break the ice.
You might as well have fun. I'm not saying you can't say no. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it'd be a lot easier. Just go with the flow. Maybe go what you're interested in. If you got some wine in you, no hard liquor, just some wine.
Okay. So with the wine, so then we progress. Wine. We're saying yes to the wine. Wine.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants to be, fucking around when anybody smells like hops and the beer. So let's stick to just wine, right?
Beer's out. Beer's out.
Beer's out. Hard liquor's out, because last thing we want is somebody getting Hennessy aggressive, tequila mad, and then goes downhill. We've seen those drunks off of tequila and Hennessy. Those aren't the ones we want at the sex party, right?
Because if you add beer, it goes beer and vodka change it from a sex party to a frat party, and there's a fine line between the two, and we don't want a frat party. So continue.
All right. So past that, they enter. You offer them, hey, here's a glass. You want some wine? Wine. Red,
white, yellow. What you want?
And then you move them over to the gathering area, right?
Yep.
And at this point in time, you show them the spread, right? You said cheeses, right? But wait.
Pause.
Okay, hit me.
So we're saying there's a spread, because we never agreed on this.
Well, you said spread. You said spread, right? Because remember, my thing was, I'm not a believer in a spread at a sex party, right? I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like ordering hot wings at a strip club. You ain't there for the hot wings. Okay, why are you doing this? All right, Lou Williams.
Because anytime you have a get together, especially if you wanted to, be a little bit more upscale, I feel like you gotta have a spread. A spread is fucking key, especially in today's age where there's a whole market around fucking charcuterie. You gotta have the spread. Sex party or no sex party, your sex party is going to start being judged at the instant someone looks at the spread. The spread will make or break your sex party. Because if your spread's not good, then I have 1,000,002 questions about how this fucking sex party is gonna go. Is your shit clean? Who the fuck is here? Why are we doing this? What is even sex?
All right, so tell me, first item on your spread, right? What is it?
Grapes.
Okay. Seedless or does it matter?
Fucking seedless grapes, Kenny. We're not fucking savages. We're not a bunch of fucking monkeys about to fuck each other. All right? We're fucking, like you said, mature adults. All right? We get fucking seedless grapes. Fuck. I think if you're throwing a sex party, you should be able to fucking afford seedless grapes. Don't ask me stupid questions. Continue.
Item number 2 on the spread. What is it?
Fuck. Grapes. Yo, for anyone out there, if Kenny ever goes any event and he has grapes, just fucking walk out the door, because they're fucking seated. Because Kenny's he's a troll and he's cheap. If you fucking get seated, you're fucking cheap. Simple as that. Fucking seated grapes on your own time.
Oh my god. Oh, item number 2 on your spread.
All right, item number 2 is crackers. Crackers, you just gotta have some type of crackers.
What? But okay, some type. Doesn't matter. Is it like the saltine crackers? Is it Ritz crackers?
Don't have fucking again. What is up with these hoods? What? No, you are not fucking having saltine. When the fuck have you ever gone to someone's house and they got a spread and they fucking got saltines on it? All right, you get some fucking Ritz. You get some, I don't know, some wheat thins, some good, some Cheez-Its thins, something, I don't fucking know. But you don't get no fucking saltines, Kenny. This is fucking a jail fucking sex party. All right, my gosh.
Listen,
Fucking upgrade
somebody
cake,
has
bro.
to ask the tough questions for the public, all right?
That's not a tough question. This is like a common sense question. What do you want to know? Hey, when you come to the sex party, should you wear clothes out in the street when you walk in the door? Yes, wear some fucking clothes into the sex party. Don't make shit hot. So don't ask me stupid questions like, should we have saltines? No, we're not fucking having saltines. Third item.
Item number 3.
This is where it gets dicey. I feel like with crackers, you gotta have cheese. But if you got a lactose allergy?
Exactly. Do you have to specify that on the invitation?
Yes, but it's hard to not take a piece of cheese if it's there with crackers.
And so if you're lactose, right, intolerant, now you got the bubble guts because you grabbed a piece of cheese. Now you're ruining.
You don't want bubble guts during a party.
Now you ruining the party because you knew not to grab the cheese, but because Ty placed the cheese on the spread, you out here.
So here's the thing: maybe you add a few pieces
with this face.
You don't cut up the whole slab
with this face.
Listen, it's cheese. It's not a fucking full steak dinner. All right, you'll be all right. Just don't overdo it on your cheese. You help people not to overdo it.
You
cut it nice and thin.
You got your guests looking at you like, yo, my bad. I had a cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, man. You know what could help right now? Saltine crack. Comes back full circle. Should have had saltine crackers.
That's not a thing. They don't help people who are lactose intolerant. I'll tell you, just eat some fucking saltines. No, get some fucking lactase pills. Oh my gosh. We don't give medical advice here. Don't listen to us. So, you don't want to overcrowd it. I think after that, we should tie it off with some type of, dates, whatever other nasty ass dried fruit white people like.
I have nothing to get. I have nothing to say to that.
Shout out to white people. But I think again that's the point of the spread, and you go from there. Before we move on, I think there's another few items that are key that you want to have at the start of a sex party.
All right, and what is that?
Have some type of hand sanitizer. All right, don't fucking be basic and fucking get pure out. Okay, get some fucking Bed Bath and Beyond. I mean, Bed Bath and Body Works or one or the other, whatever.
Bath and Body Works.
Scented ones. Maybe get some pomegranate, lavender, or whatever.
We kind of losing you there, Ty.
Oh no! Hold on.
Okay, you're good. You're good again. Your internet was just trash for a second.
Yeah, my internet frontier. Y'all motherfuckers fucking me up. Go out of business already, please. But yeah, splurge a little bit on hand sanitizer. You want to make sure that your guests are clean. Get some wipes. Get some good quality wipes. Get some feminine wipes, but also get some hand wipes. You just place them around the room that you will be having sex in. Make sure your room that you're having sex in is well lit, or well not lit. And I mean that in terms of make sure there's nice dark light where there needs to be. Exits are clearly lit up. Make sure there's some type of light music. You don't want Drake, you don't want Little Baby, you don't want country music playing at a fucking sex party.
You don't want a System of a Down playing?
Nah, you don't want that. You don't want that playing.
So a question, because I have to be here asking the questions for the public. Okay, Ty? What do you advise somebody if they're walking to a sex party, right? Right at the entrance, all these things are perfect, right? Hand sanitizer, the scented one, perfect. Red wine glass, perfect. As they make their way down the hallway, they're like, hey, first right. They enter the room in the first rite, and all they hear is, "Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the." Oh. What do they do at that point? Oh, I lost Todd.
I think the host has fucked up. And... oh shit!
I got you again.
Hold on.
You're back.
All right. I don't know what the fuck. My internet keeps going in and out, guys. I'm sorry. But I think the biggest thing is you might want to check the calendar and see what day the purge is on. Because if someone is playing that as you walk into their fucking house at any time, you're probably about to get fucked up. And it's probably the day of the purge. So just check your calendar as you walk down the hallway. Be like, fuck, babe. This is a purge party, not a week.
Okay. All right. So we got that covered, right? So we got the you know, for the audience, the people struggling, right? With the you know, what do I do if the wrong set of music is there? They know that it's either the purge happening if they hear something hardcore, or the sacrifice. You know, they might be getting sacrificed to some third world gods that we don't know about. You know, there might be a blood moon they didn't know about that same night. Try to get out of there. Jump out the fire escape, find an exit, make your way out quick. So, what you said, avoid the Drakes, all this stuff. So what are we talking about? What exactly first artist that comes to mind for your sex party playlist?
So I think,
and why is it Thundercat, Dragon Ball Doograg?
So if you haven't looked at this video, please go and watch this video. We'll answer all the questions in life and none of them at the same time. I would say if I had to choose my selection of music, I'm going instrumentals. Instrumentals are safe. I'm going like elevator type music. Maybe not like but you know, like that soft, slow jam R&B type elevator music where there's no lyrics, you don't really know who the artist is, but it just makes you feel comforting. Like you're like, all right, this is a safe space. Maybe with like music, you go get a massage. You don't really want any artists that you know out here, because not everyone likes the same type of music. You know, certain people could be like, damn, I really fuck with this Toby Keith. I like to fuck to Toby Keith, but then someone also might like to fuck to Moneybagg Yo. So you want to bridge those two gaps, and I think the best way to do that is making sure we get the instrumental game on lock and make sure it's not too fast, not too slow. It's just right to put everybody in that I'm trying to dick your girl down move. I'm trying to dick your nigga down move.
Okay. Sounds about right? So that is right. The spread, music, entrance, all of that, right? Did we miss anything? You know,
I'm sure we did, but we covered the basics. I think at this point, how you approach the actual sex part is up to you.
Question: Do we, once they enter, do they use real names or code names? Hey,
again, I feel like
I'm Blanca.
I feel like that. Why are you Blanca? Is it Street Fighter? Are we using Street Fighter's names? Like, are you just about to walk in and be like, I'm Chung Li?
Listen,
I'm Ken. Are you like Hayukin? I'm confused.
I'm just asking. You know what I mean? Because what if you bump into this person? You're not gonna yell out, "Yo, Blanca," you know? Or do you say your real name? Hey, I'm Harold.
But I'm gonna be real fucked up if a motherfucker come in the party and he's like, "Yeah, I'm M Bison." Yeah, you're like, that's cool and all, but you're like 5'4" and you're a white guy and you're not jacked at all. So I'm gonna just need you to use maybe real fake names. So like, if your name is Kenny, maybe you just say your name is Ricky.
Okay, fair enough.
We don't want to just open doors to random things, because then people, the next sex party is gonna be like, it's Harry Potter themed. I'm Hermione. I'm Dumbledore. It's just like, that doesn't put people in a sex mood. It's just weird.
Sounds good. And so
right.
let's roll over and move on to number 3. And number 3, right, of the sex party logistics, is it part of setting it up? When do you call, roll the curtain, call the party and be like, hey, put the dicks away, put your vaginas away. Let's go, pack it up, guys. Everybody had enough fun. If there's somebody you missed, I apologize. Maybe next time around. Time for you to pack your belongings. There's hand sanitizer that's still available to the right of the exit doorway. Please do so.
Pomegranate lavender. Shout out.
And I'm gonna need everyone to exit in an orderly fashion, 2 at a time, not all at once. Thank you, and please lose this address.
So here's what we were talking about Xbox before. When you end it, do you allow people to like take, showers, before they leave? Do you just like say, hey, here's a couple wipes for the road? How does the actual cleaning process go? Because a sex party is a dirty event. It's a dirty thing. Fuckers are dirty. I'm pretty sure at least 3 out of the 5 niggas in that room are busting a nut on somebody. Because niggas just don't know how to bust a nut in a conventional sense. It's not like you just walk into the trash during a sex party. Oh, good for the cleanup. Nah, you're gonna be like, oh shit, open back, target, bang.
And man, those are so question, random question. The audience is wondering, right? Because I'm real connected with our audience, so they're always wondering these things, and I'm here to ask these tough questions for them, right? Do you keep a log of indiscretions that are gonna X somebody out from invite number 2 party? It's a sex party number 2. Like if you see homeboy, like you explain, like here's the rules, let's try to keep busting on backs to a minimum. Cleanup becomes excessive. And you're, because you don't think about it, you're the host. Are you, so people also want to know, as the host, are you involved in the sex party, or are you there as a just a host, a chaperone, right? Make sure everybody's having fun, right? Or are you involved as well?
You're not a fucking DJ at a wedding. You better get your fucking shit wet. I feel like if I'm gonna come to your sex party and you're not involved in the sex, I have all the questions about: are you recording this? Like, why aren't you involved? Is this some type of freaky thing you just like to watch? What the fuck is going on? So you damn right, you 100% sure need to be involved in the sex. And then to answer your first question, we can't be out here snitching at a sex party. You can't just be out here mid pump, you know what I mean, or mid, waiting in line to pipe whatever, and being like, damn, this motherfucker Jimmy is really acting crazy. He's moaning too loud, and Rebecca, her pussy stink. This the past gender, they're not coming back. You can't do that. I think you got to keep that up here. You got to have a great mentor if you're going to host a sex party. You log it up here. Then maybe after, you just kind of don't invite them anymore. Okay. You kind of maybe send out a survey once everything's said and done. Say, hey, what worked, what didn't work. Just get some opinions. But in the moment, please do not be the person at a sex party. Be like, hey, there's a no busting on the back policy here. I'm gonna need you to clean it up off her back before we allow you to continue. It's gonna ruin the mood, and no one wants to think about that when they're having sex.
Okay. So back to now that the audience knows the answer to this, right? They know that they need to be involved. They're gonna be the creeper that hosted a sex party and just stood to the side and recorded everything, right? Mm-hmm. How do you start shutting it down? Because they gotta get shut down, right? Like this can't be like something that goes on for a couple days with no end in sight, right? Like, do you make an example out of one person and be like, yo, you gotta stop fucking? You know what? Not everybody gotta stop fucking. Yeah. How do you go about it? Do you go about it professionally, aggressively, somewhat passive? Do you start counting down like an hour till this sex party ends? Start giving people countdowns like 30 minutes. so people know like, yo, gotta get those pumps in if you're gonna get them in. And question: what is your target length to the sex party? Are you like shooting for the sex party to be like 3-4 hours? 2 hours? What is it? What is an ideal time, right?
So I think the ideal sex party should be anywhere from about 2 to 2.5 hours, maybe even an hour and a half to 2 hours. I feel like anyone who's ever had sex realizes that after a while, sex just gets kind of taxing. No matter how good in shape you are, sex is hot. It gets sticky. I know me, like once I nut, I get this moment of clarity where I meet God every time, and he tells me that I'm never coming to heaven. So everybody. So you need to leave room for that too. And a little bit of room to decompress. So maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, make sure everyone gets their fun in. And when it comes to how do you wrap it up, I feel like that's up to the host. You could have it be like Interstate 91, where, or on a dance floor at a wedding where you be like, yo, last call for, to get your dick sucked, or last call to, get your pussy licked, or whatever the case may be. Or you could just abruptly end it and, mid pump, or she's finally about to nut. Because I feel like women are going to kill me for this, but I feel like y'all always about to nut. Right. We about to nut or some random shit. Like we were already about to switch positions, and you'd be like, but I'm about to nut. And you'd be like, but my fucking leg hurts. I've been in the same position for the last 15 minutes. Like, why it's just the most inconvenient time. So of course, once you about to end the party, she gonna be like, but I was so close. And so, I guess you gotta kind of gauge the room in that moment, and maybe even ask, like, hey, are you kind of close? And as she's moaning, she maybe be like, no, or yeah, and then you kind of gauge from there. Or you could let everyone know, like, hey, there's a hard stop at 2 hours. At 2 hours, all sex stops, all lights come on, all clothes need to come on, and you need to head to the exits. And lastly, I think it's very important to let people know that they can leave at any time. If you're not feeling comfortable with this,
okay.
You looked over and you like, damn, I really can't compare to that. Or shit, I didn't know my girl was such a freak. We may need to go home and talk. That's all right. I feel like in any sex party, you should have the element of just being like, hey, if you need to go, just go. There's nothing that needs to be said. So it's kind of all up to the host about how you want to end your sex party. If it was me, I'm ending the sex party by, listen, y'all motherfucking dirty asses got 2 hours to fuck. Whatever happens in that 2 hours, it's cool. It's open bar. And by open bar, I mean open dick, open pussy. Whatever we're comfortable with. We talk about rules. That's another conversation. And then after that, it's a hard stop. Whether you're hard or not.
Wow. That's dictator right there,
Literal dictator. Hey, take that dick out. Take that dick out.
Dictating the dick. Like, hey, it's a wrap.
Close your fucking mouth.
Do you have security on hand for wrap up? Like in case somebody wants to be like, nah, I'm still fucking. Like, are you grabbing these naked people? You're naked. Are you separating them naked as well? Or do you call Big Bob from the back? Like, yo, Big Bob, it's time.
No, I think what happens is if you got money, like funny money, like, generational money, you'd be like, hey, I could hire security to come over and have a very fancy sex party, and they could do that. But I think if you're just running a mill, middle class family, you guys got to play in an honor system, and no one wants Big Bob there, because the problem with Big Bob is Big Bob may be willing to be security, but Big Bob is taking pictures. Big Bob is taking videos. Big Bob is pulling out his small Bob, and he's not involved in a sex party, but he will be involved in the sex party for all intents. And I think you can't just risk having Big Bob doing weird shit during the sex party just because you need to be security. So I think you got to make sure that's why you're careful about who you invite. If shit gets wild, be like, hey, I didn't want to tell you guys, but I got syphilis.
What?
I didn't really think about that as I said it. You might get your ass beat, so don't do that, actually. But yeah, just be like, hey, yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, because at that point in time, you can't call the authorities if somebody gets crazy, right? Because then you got to explain to the cops why everybody naked, right?
Ooh, it depends. It depends on how well liked you are in the community. I feel like, or how well known. Because if you're like well known in the community and you throw a sex party and they be like, "Oh shit, yo, y'all know Ty had a fight broken up at his house," and be like, "Oh shit, yeah, I heard." Like, no. But the police showed up and it was a sex party. Yo. That's another conversation.
Can you imagine? They're like, "You heard Pastor Troy had an issue at his house over the weekend? What happened at Pastor Troy's house over the weekend?" Gets a fight broke out in the middle of a sex party. A sex party at Pastor Troy's.
And I'm trying to make motherfuckers mad at me. I feel like there's a lot of pastors out there that have sex parties. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I have no basis for saying this. I haven't met a lot of pastors in my life. But from what I've read about pastors in the news on Yahoo, I feel like pastors run a bunch of scams. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of those scams was, hey, we need to have a sex party for the Lord. Because if you just say for the Lord at anything when you're a pastor, I feel like you can just get away with it.
Good to know.
You could rob a bank on video, maybe live FaceTiming it or Facebook messaging, whatever. Fuck, I'm old. TikToking it, whatever you want to call it, and just be like, "Hey, I'm doing this for the Lord," and people might support you. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people like, "But he's doing it for the Lord. He had to stick her up." I'm just saying. But back to the sex party. So I want to ask you a question now.
All right, I'm ready.
So after the sex party, and people are on their way out, shit just went down. Hopefully people are like, wow, that was good, that was fun, love to try this again, blah blah blah. What does the cleanup look like for a sex party? Is it just like a regular party?
Nah, man, that's some deep cleaning right there. Really think about it.
And what products are you endorsing for cleanup of a sex party?
Honestly, I at the end of the day would not be doing the logistics to a sex party if I did not have cleaning company money. Because I'm not cleaning. I'm not throwing gloves on. I'm not wiping down nobody's excrements, right? Nobody's semen. I don't care if I got the greatest cleaning products in the world. It could be Lysol's best product lines and a bunch of gloves. I'm not doing it. No. Unless we got cleaning company money, we ain't doing it. Ain't nobody having a sex party at my house or at this venue.
So you're not doing the Pine Sol and Fabuloso mix to clean up after sex party.
I am doing no mix. And you know what? Call me whatever, but I'm literally like call on my phone as people walking out like, no, you guys need to hurry. I got the cleaning crew here in 30 minutes. Like, we're not doing that. Nah. Here's my advice, right? I've never thrown a sex party. I've never been to a sex party, right? But please do not set one up if you're not willing to pay a cleaning crew. Because I guarantee you, you're not gonna want to clean after. You're not gonna want to clean after being a part of a sex party. You know what I mean? Hour and a half, 2 hours having sex. We all know we don't even want to get off the bed after we have sex. You're gonna want to clean, and so then let's say you don't get the cleaning company. Everybody leaves. You're like, yo, I'ma just I'm just get a quick little nap in right quick in the private bedroom nobody touched, right? And I'll get into this cleaning. 8 hours later, you wake up, it wasn't a nap. You passed out, you KO because you was exhausted, right? Now you got dry semen everywhere.
All over the place.
All over the place. Not even God is helping you. Okay? Just throw the furniture away, rip up the hardwood, do it all. Get rid of that sheepskin rug that you had on the floor. Get rid of it all. Burn the place at that point. Like I said, no one is in their right mind. You gotta be, no bullshit. You gotta be Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, right? If you think you're gonna do a sex party and then you're gonna clean up afterwards, dolo. Or even with your girl. Like, no way in hell am I sitting there looking at my girl, like looking over as we're both scrubbing, just semen right off of the couch. Like, this motherfucker busted on my couch. Just scrubbing away. No. So clean up afterwards, cleaning company. Stamp it. That's the only way to do it. I don't want to hear nothing else.
You know what? That's probably one of the best ideas of the show. I never thought about cleaning company. There's jobs for that. I don't know what I'd tell the cleaning company. Would feel like, hey,
nothing.
They're gonna have questions. They're
gonna make eye contact. I'm gonna pay extra for not answering questions, right? And that's it. Like, what you see here, what you clean here, never leaves this room. But you get extra for it. How much are you making at this cleaning company? Oh, $15 an hour? Bet. Here's $100 tip. You don't gotta tell your boss this. But you're gonna clean. You're not gonna ask questions. You're not even gonna look my way. Once you are done, all you're gonna say is, "I'm done," and exiting the apartment. Anything extra from that, you lose out on your $100 tip. Right then and there.
All right, shout out to the cleaning crew out there who's willing to, clean up after these sex parties. But yeah, man, I feel like that covers everything. We don't. You could obviously talk about a lot more, when it comes to the logistics of a sex party. But I remember we had this conversation on Xbox, and I felt like we needed to put it on wax because it was a pretty funny conversation, and I still think it holds up.
It definitely holds up. Still
talking about it. Cleaning crew part. But yeah, so that was a good conversation. You got anything else you want to say about it?
No, that was about it. I just want to remind everybody, all important information, if you're watching on YouTube, is in the description below. If you're watching or if you're listening on podcast services, some of it should be in the description. And yeah, I'll let Ty wrap up the episode real quick. And that was top 3 logistics to think about when planning a sex party. So if you plan a sex party and it goes off without a hitch because you listen to this podcast, let us know. You're using an anonymous name on YouTube, so nobody's gonna know it's you. But at least thank us. There's way to support. Look on the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ty, wrap it up.
Yeah. If you comment with the name M Bison, I will Venmo you $5. Just as long as you're not Ken. Just know that. But so again, last episode, I know I keep going back and forth whether we want to do this at the beginning or the end, but I think I'll do it at the end and kind of keep it there. But my mental health tip of the week kind of comes from something I read online, where this lady was basically talking to a therapist about like all the good things her friends do and how she was so excited for them. And, her therapist was like, why can't you be excited for yourself? And at the end of the story, it kind of wrapped up with her having to realize, like it's scared. It's scary to have faith in yourself and your abilities and to be happy for the things you do, because you kind of feel like the bottom could fall at any moment and you could fail. So please take away, anyone listening this week, to be proud of everything you do. Be proud of your accomplishments. Take pride in the failures. You tried. You did the best with what you knew at that moment in life. We only get one time to do this. So again, be happy for every little thing you do for who you are, and take just as much pride in yourself as you do in the accomplishment to others. It may be scary, but it's something I'm going to work on going forward. And then next week we got another episode. Don't ask me what the topic is because we just kind of come up these top of our heads. But again, shout out to Little Debbie, shout out to Kool-Aid. Thank you, Kenny, for all the editing you do on this. Couldn't do this without you. And this is fun, man. I'm excited to keep doing this, and I will see you guys next week.
That's perfect. I will see everybody soon, and enjoy. We out.
Make sure you follow Ken at Ken Kaneki, not Kaneki, backspace key, Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Description in the comment below.
See ya.